Mark, a tree from my neighbors just hit my house. Who's responsible? What's up, guys? It's Mark Russell, licensed insurance adjuster and ISA certified arborist and tree risk qualified. This is a question that we get all the time. We're going to talk about deferred maintenance. Who's responsible? So the quick answer is either you or your insurance company is responsible, except for one case. So if a tree from your neighbor's house, big wind event comes up, knocks down a tree and hits your house. So your insurance policy with your insurance carrier basically covers, if it's an HO2, it would be line item covered peril number 13 or 14 on an ISO policy. Typically speaking, remember, these are generalities. I can't speak to your specific policy. That's the disclaimer. This is just informational purpose only, but you got to read your policy, talk to your attorney, etc. So there's the disclaimer. So line item either 13 or 14 covers fallen objects. Tree is one of them. Jet engine flies off a plane and lands on your house. And then the removal of that fallen object will be covered as one line item. And then, and I said line item, I meant covered peril, 13 or 14. And then the patching up of your house would be another sets of things that would be covered. That is on your house, okay? And that's under an HO2 or an HO3, which is called a special policy or an exclusion policy. So if they fall on your house or fence, typically I would think that would be a covered event. But this is the big question that you're wondering, well, how do I go about this? Okay, you just have to file a claim with your insurance policy. Now, the big question is subrogation. Now, let's talk about that specific case on when you can push it onto. And no matter what, you're generally never going to be able to go straight to, and that's the big point of this, you're not going to be able to go straight to the policy of your neighbor unless your neighbor just voluntarily says, oh, it was and here it comes, you ready? Deferred maintenance. Okay, and that's past tense. Why does that matter? So deferred maintenance would be a maintenance event that was known but then not performed. So it was deferred. So in this case, give you an example, you go over to your neighbors a month ago and say, hey, looks like you have a tree there with a big old problem at the bottom. I see a crack developing. Neighbor says, oh, wow, I agree. That looks like a maintenance event, maintenance issue. Now you have established that there's a maintenance issue. Okay, good thing to probably get that in writing or whatever, have some sort of documentation. A lot of people get an arborist report to send to their neighbor or a certified letter or whatever. Probably an email would do the trick. This isn't legal advice, so I'm just saying, just on high level, if it's a known maintenance event and the thing happens and falls on your house, then in that case, you file the claim, unfortunately, with your carrier anyway, unless the person says, my fault, my bad, I'll file it with my insurance policy, I'll take the claim because we did know it was a maintenance event. Now, I hope that gives you an idea. So the short of it is, the neighbor's tree falls on your house, you've got to file the claim. If you had it documented that there was an event, they failed their duty of care to mitigate the danger, and they deferred that maintenance, it fell on your house, then that gives traction for your carrier to subrogate, and in that case, recoup the money that they spent removing the tree off the house and fixing your house. Okay, guys, that's it for my neighbor's tree fell on my house. If you have any more questions, hit me up in the comments below. I want to hear your questions for trees and insurance. I'd be more than happy to help. Also, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you're a tree guy, share this because we got some really, really, really exciting things coming up that are going to blow your mind. So hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share, and ask your questions. You guys take it easy. Bye-bye.